Our client was not charged with any criminal charge. It was a civil matter. We asked our client for his cell phones because we needed it for his representation in the PFA case. We go outside of the court, right outside the courthouse, I mean maybe 10 steps, and law enforcement walks up to my client and says, hey, we have a search warrant. We're about to execute that search warrant now for you and your vehicle. Me and Attorney Garcia, we are right there. So we're like, hey, well, can we see the search warrant? We see the search warrant. The search warrant authorized them to search our client's person and his vehicle for cell phones. And so we told our client, yeah, go ahead and comply with that. Well, they said, well, we need the cell phones that your associate has in the bag right here. And I said, well, your search warrant authorized you to search my client's person and his vehicle. You're not entitled to search us. And so we lawfully refused to consent to a warrantless search of our person. Moments later, we were arrested.
So who instructed the deputies to record? Because I got video, and they have video as well of you all standing outside of the courthouse. Who decided to record that video?
That wasn't clear from the evidence today. That was a question that we asked the lead investigator on the stand, and she quibbled with it a little bit. It was Aniana Police Department that did make the recording, but I don't think it came out whoever instructed
it was a body
ordered
cam
it.
being worn by an Aniana City police officer that had been called to come to the courthouse. I don't know if they were there to assist in crowd control or assist in the execution of the search warrant.
Thank God they were there.
But exactly.
Thank God they were there, and there was a recording of what happened. Because you listen to the investigator's story and what she portrayed that happened out there that day, you look at her affidavits that she signed in this case, and it's completely inconsistent with what that recording shows.
The recording shows her on the phone, and she, the investigator, confirmed today that she was on the phone with the district attorney of Blount County, Pamela Casey, looking to her for advice as to whether or not to arrest Victor and Megan. And the testimony was that Ms. Casey said, yes, arrest them. And so that's what Ms. Ashworth did.
And I think another point is that we got to look at is what would have happened if the camera wasn't rolling. If the camera wasn't rolling, then we would have to live with the lies that Sue Ashworth told when she wrote her report, when she wrote a complaint against me to the State Bar Association. We would have to live with her version of events if there was no camera. Thank God there was a camera.
And in fact, the state tried to keep the evidence out. They didn't want to play the recording. We had to introduce the recording into evidence and argue for it to be played. They said it wasn't relevant to the trial today. A recording of the commission of the alleged crime wasn't relevant in the trial for that crime. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
Right. Normally a prosecutor's jumping up and down with their hair on fire to get into evidence a video that shows the actual alleged crime taking place. And here we had them running away from that video like it was radioactive.
Just talk about the importance of having this, the body cam footage, because it seems like a lot of